In your up.
All right, guys. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Hudson Public Utilities Commission. Today is Tuesday, December 12th. We are going to start with a roll call. Michelle, did you want to go ahead and do that?
Yeah. Alrighty. So Andy Hassan,
Here.
Carrie Rice,
Here.
Joyce Hall,
Here.
Susie Coram,
Here.
Pat Nolan,
Here.
Dave Preisel, and Scott Snyder.
Here.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Hey, Kip, did Dave reach out to you at all by any chance?
I haven't heard from him, no. So I'll see if he jumps on here or not.
Okay, sounds good. Well, first thing on the agenda, approval of the November 14th PUC meeting minutes.
Move to approve.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
I do have one. I just have one comment on these. If you look at them, I don't know why it printed that way, but a bunch of the words and sentences are all kind of run together. So I don't know why that happened, but I'll have Jace or Michelle go back before we post them. I'll have them guys go back and just proofread everything just to make sure that we get everything kind of separated. It's really hard to read.
It's like a little puzzle you'd see on like a kid's menu at a restaurant.
There you go. So yeah, we'll make that change.
So approval of the minutes with the change to the letters on the document. All right, so we had Carrie, Susie, you approved. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, everybody.
Officially, I'm an abstention. I wasn't able to make the meeting, so I'll abstain.
Okay.
Thanks,
Scott.
Number 3, new business. Action on election of officers, chairperson nominations, vice chairperson nominations.
So first we'll take chairperson nominations, and then we'll do vice chair nominations. So I guess it's kind of up to you guys to run however you want. We'll take nominations for chairperson. How about that?
I'd like to nominate Andrew Hassan to continue in the role of chair.
I'll second that.
Anybody else? Any other nominations? Going once, going twice, 3 times, closed. I guess first, Andy, are you willing to do it again?
Yeah, so I'm willing to stick with it for sure.
Okay, so then we will do a vote on that. So if we could just get let's just you already did a motion, you seconded it, so let's just do a vote.
Okay. So we are voting to continue to allow myself to remain as the chairperson for the Hudson Public Utilities Commission. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right. Thanks, everyone. And now we move on to vice chairperson.
So any vice chairperson nominations?
I nominate Carrie Rice.
I'll second that.
Any other nominations for vice chair? Once, twice, 3 times, closed. So we'll just do a vote on the vice chairperson for Carrie Rice, vice chair nomination.
All in favor to continue to allow Carrie Rice to carry on with her duties and responsibilities as vice chairperson of the PUC? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Motion
Thank
carries.
you. Congratulations. I don't know. I don't know if it's an honor or not.
Have a party.
We'll see.
All right. Thanks, everybody. All right. So 3.2 Northwest Neighborhood Utility Improvements Project. Action on the Northwest Neighborhood Utility Improvements Project. Kip?
So on Wednesday, December 6th, 2023, unit price bids were received for the Northwest Neighborhood Utility Improvement Project. The attached bid form or bid tabulation shows the unit price bids received from all bids submitted. That's all in your packet. 4 bids were received for the project. The bids range from $1,485,097.99 to $1,993,289.89. The low bid was submitted by Pembroke Companies out of Menominee. And based on the information provided by the contractor, Pember Companies has the required equipment and expertise to perform the work as outlined in the contract specifications. So we would move to approve Pember Companies in the amount of $1,485,097.99. Is what
Anybody have any questions on this at all? Kip, how many bids did we collect on this?
4.
4, and that was just
Yeah,
the
4
lowest and
bids.
highest.
Everything's in your packet. We got bids from Pember, which was low total excavating, A1 excavating, and Haas.
I see it. Okay.
So, yep, it should be the 3rd page in.
Yep, I see it.
And then if you go to the 4th or 5th page, 6th page, sorry, is where you get your total bids, your base bid on that.
Mm.
So with that, just so everybody's aware that this is just Pember's costs. So this is just the construction, the pipe, all that kind of stuff. The design and bidding services, which to put the whole project together, and then design and bidding for public works. There's a little bit of public works involved in this. And then we still have to figure out construction engineering yet, which once we talk to Pember and kind of get their timeline, then we'll figure out construction engineering on that. I'm hoping that, and I did talk to the engineering department today, I'm hoping that most of this can be done through the engineering department, the city staff. There is going to be some construction engineering that does have to be done on the, by SEH and different things like that. But total project cost for this, we are estimating for this project to be $1,766,000 by the time we add everything in.
See, is there a description of the project that we can see somewhere?
Not yet. Normally what happens, I can send you guys, the plan set, kind of what's happening. I can gladly send you all that. Normally what we'll do on a project like this, once bids are approved, then we will have a meeting with the contractor, and more than likely at some point we will have a public, kind of a public hearing on it. There's going to be residents that are going to be affected and impacted by this, not only, right up to their property, but where they park, the street that they're going to be driving on, all that kind of stuff. So, and I know we did send letters. We sent letters out, maybe 3-4 months ago. We sent letters out describing the project, what we're doing to all the residents that will be affected by it. Just asking if they have any questions, concerns. We're always looking for, if somebody gets Meals on Wheels, or, if they have a doctor's appointment every single day that they have to get out for. So we did receive a few responses on that from some residents in that area. So we'll address those concerns, with the contractor. But if you want to see the plan set, I can send them to you. That's not an issue.
Is it the neighborhood when you go, just that you turn left just before you cross the bridge into North Hudson? Is it that neighborhood, or is
it? So if you, right before you get to the railroad bridge, if you hang a left, there's the city garage back there. It kind of starts there, and then it also, and then it goes under the railroad tracks and then into that north. I don't know. It's North Street, but I'd call it like the northwest part of Hudson there, up on the hill. That's where this is all happening. Yeah.
Hey, Kip.
Yeah.
Sorry, did you have anything else, Susie, on that? Sorry.
No.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, the bid is the lowest bid. That sounds good. Item number 31. Why are they? I mean,
I saw that one too.
they're like $12,000 under. Like, that's, everything else seems to be fairly close, but like, I just don't want to.
Yeah,
I mean, if we sign it, we sign it. But I mean, I guess.
Are you talking the maintenance of traffic?
Yeah, that's a huge discrepancy.
So, one thing when you look at bid tabulations, it's very difficult to compare. Like maintenance of traffic. You've got Pember's in at 5,500. Total's at 18,000, A1's at 30,000, and then Haas was at 52 and change. It's very difficult because it just depends on when they put their bid packet together, where they're putting their money. You know, so I'm sure if you went through somewhere, you're going to find where Pember's going to be a little bit higher on some other things. Maybe they don't need traffic control. Maybe they have their own stuff that they use. I mean, that could be where they don't have to hire a company to come in for traffic control. Maybe they just figure they can handle it. So it's kind of when you go across, you know, certain line items, you'll see differences in there. It's just on how they put their bid packet together.
Yeah, again, not complaining. That was just a, you know,
Yeah.
I look at a lot of financial documents, and this stuck out like a sore thumb. So
Yeah, it's just how they put their bid pack together. You know, I mean, they can put anything they want in for a number.
yeah, I'm not complaining. I'll take their
Yeah.
I'll take their number for sure.
Yeah, and
Problem.
that number came in. That number did come in right where we were thinking it was going to be coming in from our engineering estimate too. So it's very much in line with what we anticipated with this project.
And then when you saw Haas at 52,000, were you like, what are they thinking?
Well, you know, I mean, you've got,
Big one.
you know, yeah, it's just a matter. And again, you know, when they do bidding, a lot of you know, what other projects do they have? You know, can they fit it in their schedule? You know, you'll see a lot when you do a lot of bidding on different items where a contractor will bid on it and he throws a number out there, you know, a high number, where he's like, well, if I get it, great, I'll make it work for that. But he might be busy that summer, but they still will bid on things just to stay in the group. So they always you know, so they can bid on other projects in the future and different things like that. So
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, the bids, you know, they're very close to each other on a project kind of close to each other on a project this size. It's about a $500,000 difference.
Yeah.
But like I said, they're coming in right where we anticipated them to come in.
Okay. Does anybody else have any other? Go ahead, Carrie.
Well,
Sorry.
I'd like to move to approve.
Yep.
The recommendation to go
For Pember?
for Pember, yeah.
I'll
Okay.
second that.
And then I do have a question. Do we have any experience in working with them, Kip?
Oh yeah. Yeah, Pember's been in town for years and years and years and years. Yeah, they did just recently. They did the dam project for us. I know that they've done some street work. Yeah, they've been in town numerous times throughout the years that I've been here and before.
Yeah, they've been around for 30, 40 years around St. Croix County, Harris
Yeah,
County, Polk County, doing public works projects and private projects all over west central Wisconsin.
yeah, they're very reputable.
Great.
And and the good part is we've worked with them before. So, you know, my staff know their field staff, which is always a plus. You know, my staff have been in contact with them, you know, on different projects. So you kind of get to know the guys, which is a plus. So yeah, nobody knew.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. So Carrie, you motion to approve the Pember bid of $1,485,097.99. And Susie, I believe you second that, correct?
Mhm.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, everyone. 3.3 Lake Melaleuwe Water Main Crossing Project.
Okay, so bids were received on December 6th, 2023 for the Lake Melaleuwe Water Main Crossing Project. 3 bids were submitted: Pember Companies, Hudson, and A1 Excavating. Bids range from a low of $595,503.85 to a high of $666,666. I don't know how that came out, but okay. A summary of the bids is attached to the document, so you have everything in there. Pember Companies out of Menominee was low bid at $595,503.85. So we are recommending the award to Pember Companies in the amount of $595,503.85. And before I just do that, total project that we are estimating with engineering, we have some telemetry work that we need to do or add to this project outside of the scope of this project. It's a separate. It's with this project, but it's separate. We're not going through Pember to do this, and we have some meters that we have to purchase. So total price for this is $674,000 is what we're estimating.
Move to
By the time
approve.
We have a second.
Second,
Second by Susie. All in favor to approve the bid of $595,503.85 from Pember Companies?
I just had a quick question, a couple quick questions.
Yeah.
Is this a, Kip, I'm sorry, and maybe it's in there. Is this a directional bore?
Yeah,
And is it, what's the main something, polyethylene or is it, what is it?
it's it's like a polyethylene that they'll put under. Yeah.
Okay,
That they'll directional drill in. I don't know a lot of specifics about how they're going to do it yet. That we have to work out with the, if they're going to drill from the village side or the city side or anything like that. But
yeah, and then the other question is, are they gonna pull a casing in first and then pull the polyethylene, or is it just,
no, I don't
Polyethylene.
believe we're required to put a casing in. I think that it's just a poly that goes underneath and pulls direct in.
yeah. All right, when,
Yeah, that'd be a long ways to pull casing.
yeah, what's the diameter?
I believe it's 12 or 14 inch going under
Okay.
there. I think
what-
it's 14. I believe it's 14 because with the thickness of what it is,
Yeah.
we want a 12 inch under there, but with the thickness of, the wall thickness on
Yeah,
the
wall
pipe
thickness.
that they'll put under, I believe it's a 14 inch. So then by the time the inside diameter will be our 12 inch that we're after.
Yeah, you lose some capacity with wall thickness.
Yeah.
Yeah, just when XL bored their new high pressure gas in a few years back, they set up at the corner of Wisconsin and 6th in North
Yep.
Hudson, bored to the city right at the base of the Public Works Garage landing there.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna cross similar or gonna cross a block east
No,
on,
we'll actually be going from the boat launch that's right there, right
Yep.
where Public Works entrance is, from the boat launch right there. We'll be going from the boat launch across
the
and
seventh.
I can't remember the name of the streets, but if you go across the bridge, hang the first right and then take the next right, you're kind of going down onto Riverside Drive.
Yes, the corner of
So-
7th and Riverside.
Yeah, so we'll bore from that's one of the ending points or starting points.
Yeah, that's where the
Depending-
bridge used to go across, for those that are interested. When the
Oh,
flood went
okay.
out in 1934, and it wiped
Wow.
out the bridge at 7th Street. It used to cross at 7th Street.
Oh,
Wow.
all right, I didn't know that either.
7th Street and 3rd Street. So at the top of the hill, at the Public Works Garage, you used to go across right there. You went up the hill,
Oh,
came across at the boat landing and went up the hill to 3rd Street. That's where it
interesting.
crossed. But the flood in 1934 took the dam out and the bridge. And then they
Well,
rebuilt
hopefully
it.
we don't have that again.
They moved it to 6th Street and 2nd Street.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, we'll be going right where the old bridge was then.
Right,
That's where the existing 4 inch is. So we're actually gonna go alongside of it but way deeper. I think we're scheduled to go, I think it's 10.5 feet deep. We should be under the river or under the
Excel,
lake.
yeah. Excel was about 12 feet under the riverbed with their
Yeah,
main. Okay, just curious, sorry.
No, you're
That's
good. Thanks, Scott.
it's always good to,
Um,
you guys know what's going on, so.
Yeah.
Well, I did have a question. When you say there's meters going to be in there added.
Yes.
So if it would leak, we'd know. Because the meters would tell us.
No,
In the future.
In order, what we have to do, there's valves that go on each side and then we have pressure valves on it too, or pressure gauges. So we can actually shut, if it's, let's say 60 pounds running through there, we can actually shut them 2 valves off on each side of the Lake Malibu. And then just over time, if we have pressure loss, then we know that, we have something going on. That's about the only way that we can really tell. And we are required to put them in through DNR. The meters are for the future wholesale with the village. That's why the meters are going in.
And
Well, that would help with, because on dry land, if you had a leak, you'd see it. But if you had a leak underwater,
Hopefully. Yeah.
hopefully
you see.
well, hopefully, right. But
Right.
underwater, you wouldn't know if you had a leak. But if
Right.
you've got the
That's
meters
why,
and the pressures, we're covered
that's
there.
why they make us put them pressure valves in, or pressure gauges, so we can actually see what's under there and just see if we're holding pressure.
yep, does the DNR, before they do the directional bore, does the DNR require in this project to do core samples down to at 12, 14 feet that they're going to be across the riverbed?
They haven't required us yet. We're actually going through DNR approval right now, and they have not asked us to do that. So I don't think they will, just because we're already in the approval process. They had a few questions just on some screens, some mesh, what kind of pipe we're using for discharge of a sump pump, very minor questions, but no, they did not require any soil borings or anything like that for us. As a matter of fact, Scott, I believe we actually got soil borings from you guys, or from Excel.
You just beat me by my next comment that I said, if
Yeah,
you don't,
because
and you don't
we
have
knew-
them, somebody,
yeah, we knew about this project. I mean, this project's been on the radar for a couple years now. And I know when Excel put that gas line under there, I know you guys had to do it. And
Right.
I'd have to go back and dig, but I'm pretty sure we contacted Excel, and I think you guys gave us what you had, so we didn't have to recreate the wheel, so to
Yeah.
speak.
they did soil borings across there to know what they're up against.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did the
Yeah, I
three
believe Cedar-
contractors, did the three contractors inquire about what they're going to drill through?
They have not yet. At least not, a lot of the questions normally, so when a bid goes out, most of the questions get directed right back to the engineer. And I have not heard, what the actual questions all were yet. They could have. I'm sure one of them probably did at some point, reach out and just say, hey, what's under there, type thing. But I'm not a part of the question answer when they're asking those technical questions. So.
All right, sorry, I sidetracked this. I knew there was a
No, that's
motion,
fine.
and I had to sneak in with a few comments just before the
Yeah,
vote.
no, that's fine.
No, ask away. Any questions? Keep asking. Okay, so I forgot who seconded. I believe we were at, was that Carrie and Susie again? We can do it again too. So all in favor of accepting the bid for Pember in the amount of $595,503.85. We have a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Joyce, Susie, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thanks, everybody. Moving on, we are at 4.1, project status report, December 12th. Yep,
Yeah, so your project status report's in there. Basically, it's just, we're just starting to track the Lake Malibu crossing now, the North Street project. And then we also have the Green Street and 11th Street water main stuff for next year that we're just starting to track now. So.
great. Anybody have any questions on that stuff?
The Green Street project, Kip, is that going to go from 11th all the way down to Cooley?
Green Street doesn't go all the way down to Cooley.
No,
I
it
think
doesn't.
that,
But I didn't know if because I know they vacated a road right away there many years ago.
yeah, our sanitary actually goes down Green or to Cooley. But the project is going to stop it, obviously, at the cul-de-sac or the dead end down there.
Yeah.
About the only thing that we have on Green Street is we're not doing any water work. Our water mains are fine up there. There'll probably be some valve adjustments and different things like that, which are super minor. But we've got, I believe there's 3 spots up there that are on the sanitary sewer that need to be repaired. So my plan is we're keeping them out of the city project, so to speak. We're just gonna do it on our own. I'll just probably have, one of the contractors come in, fix these 3 spots, and then we should be good to go. They can put asphalt and everything over the top, so. Because I think they're doing a complete rehab on that. I think it's curb and gutter and everything. I'm not positive.
Oh, yeah.
But is it?
They are.
Okay. So we'll get our
Green
stuff done.
Street there's not much left of it.
Yeah, so we'll get our stuff done right away this spring. Just have the contractor go in, fix a couple repairs that we need, and then we'll be out of there. In 11th Street, with the 11th Street part, we don't have a lot on that. We do have some slip lining that we have to do, and then we do have a water main, a section of water main that does have to be replaced. It's undersized. So, but that 11th Street project actually isn't going to happen until 25. So all we'll have next year is just Green Street and then the projects that you just approved.
Okay. I got a quick question, side question. What's going in next to the scuba shop downtown?
I don't think anything right now. Right now they're just taking it down. It was a pretty good safety hazard, if you can imagine that building in there. So I think they're just, I know Gary Zappa was in there. I think they're just cleaning up the lot, just kind of getting it ready for whatever that I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I was curious. I drove down there and I was like, oh, wow. And didn't know they were taking that down.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that whole corner is getting opened up.
Nice. Okay. Sewer utility and water utility cash reports. Everyone have a chance to look through that. Any questions on that? We're all good on that and there's no questions. We'll move on to 7.1, discussion and possible action on claims, utilities payable. Any questions on that?
Move to approve.
We have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so moved. And lastly,
Just
Yep.
one real quick thing, just for clarification. Do you guys want the plan set for the North Street and Lake Malibu? Do you want to see them? Okay.
I wouldn't mind seeing the full thing.
I'll just send an email out to all you and just include them
Yeah.
as attachments.
Yeah,
Not a problem.
see the whole scope of the project. That'd be, yeah,
Yep.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
You'll see them tomorrow in your emails.
Great, thank you. Anything else before we adjourn? All right, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Susie, thank you. All in favor?
Hi.
Aye.
All right.
So carried. Thank you, everybody. Have a great
Thanks,
night.
everybody. Have a good
Have a
night.
good night.
Have a great Christmas
Nice
and
night.
New Year.
Yeah,
You
Merry
too.
Christmas,
Thank you
everyone.
too.